Good solid start, and with this format of competition where all the scores are counting, beam is the one place where they need to pull it out. 3 in, 3 to count. And at this stage, third rotation, so important. And the German team have made strides forward.
This is Katja Abel. She is able indeed, scoring 14.45 in qualification.
Oh, a little bit of a dip there. Oh dear, oh dear. The Corbett somersault from 36 years ago. You wouldn't remember that, of course, Matt.
Long before my time. But I've seen it. In black and white.
Oh, now she's back on there and trying to get focus back. We made the point, didn't we, about 3 in, 3 to count. Now that's going to dent the prospect of the German team. What's the deduction there, Chris?
0.8 for the fall. She would have been credited with the element because she got her feet on before she fell.
Okay, so pressure on now to hit this dismount. Damage limitation. Double pike, just a pace back. Unfortunate, but that's the beauty of this competition. 100% consistency is what's required.
It's so harsh, isn't it, to be the gymnast that falls and to have that pressure on your shoulders.
And quite often, as was the case then, they fall on something fairly simple.
Well, then after the second rotation, France are up in the lead. They were in second. Russia dropped down into second. Great Britain are either in 7th or 8th, but who knows?
Actually, I'm not sure about that caption because there were 13 points between first and second. I can't really see that on tour operators.
Do you know what? I suspect they haven't added in the final performer when they're putting that graphic up.
That's exactly what they've done.
Yeah. So the first 4 teams that have competed are in the top 4 places. That's my guess.
Well, I can't see France 14 points ahead of Romania.
No.
No.
Rehearsal so important.
The French are on vault, not the Netherlands. Marine Petit from France, 15 years old, 16th in the all-around at the World Championships last year. See Becky Downey just on the ground behind her. Don't know how well she did on floor.
I don't really know how anyone's done on floor, do we?
I don't know how anyone's done anywhere. We haven't had any scores.
They're using a clapometer. That's what they're doing.
Yes, it's a good technique. Someone having a bit of physio, I think, on the ground. There's our British physio underneath.
That's right. Lindy working with the gymnasts. They're in the second group on the vault, so they'll watch the 3 gymnasts from France compete, and then we'll get a warm-up.
See the chalk marks on the runway there, all measured out to perfection. So then, France on vault, Marine Petit, 15 years old.
Accelerating nicely. Good contact for Ilyichenko. 1.5 twists. Difficult vault, but she managed it very well indeed.
And helped over by the roar of the crowd as she went down, didn't she?
Yeah. And that must lift them. Home venue, and they're pretty solid all the way through.
Yeah, she's got lovely technique. Head locked between the arms. You can see she hits really well. Looks like she could easily add another half twist. But opts for the clean out. The 1.5 opens the arms out. Very good.
The Russians on the floor.
I think this is Anna Pavlova, one of
Yes,
the
yeah.
veterans of the competition.
She's 20 years old now. 2 bronze Olympic medals. Bolton team. Started gymnastics at 5 years old and coached by her mum. It's an interesting shot. Marine Petit and a vault.
We're almost ready to write the Russians off a few years ago, weren't we, Christine? I mean, they looked as if they were dipping, but here we go.
Russia's Anna Pavlova on floor.
A really classical gymnast. Oh, lovely double straight somersault. We've been to triples. She's really floating.
What style she's got. It's incredible, isn't it?
That lovely light touch again, isn't it?
She's of the real classical Russian mould of gymnasts. And floats, doesn't she? Cleverly choreographed to use her strengths. And leave her with enough energy for a big tumble, double pike, very clean.
A master at work. That was sensational.
Well, you can't question the technical accuracy, but I tell you what, that was enjoyable. It just lifted you. Super to watch. Elegant and powerful as well. Whip into triple.
That's probably the one question mark. They probably wouldn't have credited her with the triple. Only given it as a 2.5.
Lovely technique there. Look at the lift, the set into the double pike.
Pauline Morel from France is the next gymnast to go on vault. She's in the French team at the World Championships in Stuttgart last year. They scored 14.85 in vaulting qualification.
So she's capable of a big, strong vault. The round off again. Capable. But the pressure was just a bit too much, wasn't it?
It didn't look like she was short of height to start with, but it just seemed to hang in the air a bit too much.
She snatched it a little bit off the top.
Bit short of rotation, do you think, Mitch?
Yeah, I think her feet were too far over her hands. Didn't really get the pop-up she needed. What a pity. Have a look. She a bit slow getting off the top? Have a look, Chris.
A little bit bent-armed, wasn't she? Shoulders dipped forwards.
Once again, that 3-on-3.
It'll quieten the audience a little, I think.
Yeah, there wasn't a peep, was there?
Ksenia Afanasieva from Russia is the next gymnast to go on the floor, just waiting for her teammate Anna Pavlova's score.
You were saying about the Russians, Christine, what's happened? Because there's been a resurgence yet again, hasn't there?
Yes, certainly. The Junior European Team Championships was yesterday, and the Russians won convincingly with their young team. And it really looks like they've got their act back together. I think some of the coaches who'd gone to work in the West have gone back to Russia, back to the homeland, back working in the gyms again. There's nothing really like being at home doing what you love. And I think a few of those coaches who you know who went to America to make a fortune or other places have gone back there.
16-year-old Ksenia Afanasieva, Russia. Second gymnast from Russia on the floor.
Full twist in the double somersault. Just a little bit undercooked. She recovered well. Second tumble. 2.5 twist nicely into the straight front somersault. In control or not there, Christine?
No, she fell out of the spin at 1.5 spins only. Oh, but that was fabulous.
There's still elements there of the emphasis on classical line all the way through. Oh, and undercooked the double pike. Not in control of the tumbling. It looked as if it might, the apple cart might be upset at some stage.
Yeah, it didn't quite work for her today, did it?
No.
No, just looked a little bit weary, didn't she? Right from the first tumble, the first full twisting double back, looked a little bit hard work like this. Now, the judges will take at least 0.5 off for that deep landing. And that's an indication if you start like that, then possibly by the end, what we saw is likely to happen.
So there's a chance now for the second country within each rotation team to have a warm-up. Great Britain on vault. You see Becky in the distance running down there. Becky's been feeling a bit under the weather, as of most of the British team, they were telling me, and had a terrible flu. It started with Laura Jones, and Becky got it as well. Marine Petit from France on the floor.
She's a very exciting looking young gymnast. Full twisting double back. Ooh, strong 1.5 into 2.5. Dramatic, strong music. These gymnasts are performing such difficult tumbles, and so many of them now. That's a lovely triple spin, isn't it? She's taking a quite big breather before this last tumble. She lifts well, it was good and high.
Proskorina from Ukraine on beam.
Now, the gymnasts from the Ukraine usually have superb technique on beam. Sometimes a little slow, but very supple, very classically trained. Free walk over into side summy. Very elegant. Quite a tall gymnast. A tall gymnast on the beam can look very good. I'm sure she would have been hoping to link those two skills together. If you want the absolute top marks, that's what you have to do, but very good suppleness shown on the splits jump. Strong round off on the end of the beam. She used the last centimetre there, didn't she, to set that double back?
Absolutely, we need to with legs that long, I tell you, but packed with difficulty as well, that routine, and capable of very high scores. 15.3 she scored in qualification.
Yeah, she's got lots of elements that she would like to link. If she doesn't link, it's not a deduction, but she just doesn't quite get the bonus mark she would otherwise. That was very good, very wide legs apart. The judges take off for that.
Italy on bars. Giovannini waiting. Charlotte Giovannini from Italy.
A little bit arched in handstand. Overcooked there, but it's important at this stage. Everyone needs to go through. Half turn. Facing the right way for the transfer. Again, just a slight shade short of handstand. Little bit laboured all the way through. Oh, and there we are. It was pretty much inevitable, I think. It was slow. She didn't really zip through, and there you've got the result at the end. Just ran out of steam.
Yes, I would absolutely agree, Mitch. Right from the very first skill, it didn't look like it was going to be a class performance. Very close. Look at these bent arms on that Kachev.
Heavy on both releases.
And not a good body shape. You want to try and be as straight as possible. She did well to hang on to the bar as she caught them, really.
To maintain that swing as well.
Yeah. Interesting, she favours the hop in everything. Just a little bit untidy, bent legs on things. That will be costly.
Back to beam with the Ukraine. Anastasia Koval, 15 years old. She did all 4 pieces in qualification. A strong piece for the Ukrainians. 3rd in qualification. This is Anastasia Koval, 15 years old.
Looks physically very well prepared gymnast. Secure on both those elements. And that's a lovely spin with the foot right up by the ear. Just the slightest hesitation on her landings. She's one of the least experienced in the Ukrainian team. And this is just where it shows. She's held on, but you've always felt you had to just breathe in for her, don't you?
You're sucking her back on with your breath.
Yeah. See, that technique's not quite so good. Just, yes, good girl. She added 2 more jumps. You have to join 2 jumps. And if you missed the link on your first one, now she's got a whistle and she knows she's got to get off. She's gone just a bit slow and she's obviously got a lot of elements left. But staying safe is important, even if you're over time.
Ah, there it goes.
The second whistle, yes. Lifts, double pike. She did really very well.
She did.
So with that dismount outside of the whistle,
they'll credit it.
Yeah.
There'll just be a deduction for overtime.
Well, a great performance for her. For 15, so inexperienced, but toes with the power of a monkey wrench. Keep herself on there. It's extraordinary.
lovely turn of phrase, Matt.
Lifts well into the layout somersault. You see, she sees the beam early and easily. That's a difficult move, the half turn into walkover, and she had to cram all this in the 10 seconds between the first and the second whistle. Suddenly she got moving.
That says a lot about her, though. She refused to be panicked, didn't she?
Steliana Nistor from Romania will be next to go on floor. I do apologise for not bringing you any scores. It's not our fault. Host broadcaster.
It'll be a nice surprise at the end.
It'd be lovely. Can't wait to see what's happening. Well, from one gymnast that's relatively inexperienced to one that's very experienced. Steliana Nistor, she's been around for quite a while, even though she's not old as far as a gymnast's concerned. 18. What a fabulous all-rounder.
Second at last year's World Championships. She's led the Romanian team very well indeed. Lots of fight.
Got that lovely, strong mental attitude.
The gutsy Steliana Nistor, Romania, on floor.
Clean. Into the first tumble. That'll do nicely. Double layout. Just the foot spun to the side, but so much power. So double straight already in the locker. Full twisting double. More power, 2.5 twists, almost overcooked. She's far too experienced to let it run away with her. Front step out. Safe combination for her. Just a little bit lost there, I felt. Stirring music, powerfully interpreted. Big, strong tumble needed. And delivered. Well done.
Whatever piece of apparatus she's on, she is so confident. She just owns it, doesn't she? And that's the key with her.
Chris, what happened between the two split leaps? It looked as if she lost her footing a bit.
Yeah, and I have to say, Mitch, I don't think this looked quite as easy as we've seen it look sometimes from her. She looked like she was working right the way through to the end, didn't she? Just some of her technique, she didn't quite set the somersaults. Look how early she went in with that twist. Made it hard work for herself.
Did you believe it? A score. Anastasia Koval, 15.25 on beam. Downey from Great Britain on vault. She's qualified in 6th place for the vault final.
Now she's going for a really difficult vault. Powers down, lifts, double twist. That's the way. That's
What a
the way.
vault!
Dear, we're not biased at all, are we? Fantastic.
And she got round.
She did. She definitely got round. Fabulous length with her coach there, Claire Starkey, and national coach Colin Still. She's
So much depending on this vault. And she didn't let anyone down. Look at that. Double twist. Little buckle, but who cares? Super work.
a really long vault as well as high. That's what she's got that so many of them haven't.
Well, it used to be credited very much. I don't know if it still is. To be long and high.
A beautiful body shape on the top of the vault as well there. She comes over. Legs locked together.
Very effective block and conversion. Double twist. Well done, Rebecca.
Steliana Nisto, 15.075 for her floor routine. The last Romanian to go on floor. Sandra Isbasha. Nisto, yeah, 15.075. So Sandra Isbasha rounds off Romania's bid on floor. She scored 15.7 in qualification.
Well, almost drifted through that very powerful start. She looks in control here. Took the shoulders back. Almost lost control, but that is beautiful. High up, the balls of the feet, shoulders set nicely. Oh yes, full twist front out of 2.5 twist. This is lovely. Superbly timed there, choreography to the music. One and a half twist, backwards then forwards. Done with ease. She looks to be enjoying it. Let's see. Oh, a triple twist. Well done indeed.
What style!
Super
in that
to
tumbling.
watch.
Oh.
Super.
She, for me, added something to the performance. Many of them are beautifully choreographed, tumble well. She's very good at landings, isn't she? She can feel the landing, and she sold that performance to us, I felt.
Yeah, it was captivating.
We felt she enjoyed the performance. That's that little extra that so many gymnasts don't have. Unfortunately, she crosses her legs on her twists, which will be deductions.
Not a bad finish though. Allez, La France.
Come on, France.
Pretty good.
Oh, hey. Well, I'd love to tell you what position France are in at the moment. But judging by that, I think it's pretty high up.
Makes the occasion, the audience participation, packed house,